God, have y'all played Multiversus yet, bro? It's so much fun, man. I haven't played it much, but in the few hours that I have played, I've learned a few certain things. Okay, let me tell y'all about them. Number one, Superman, I hate him. When he grabs you by your neck, it can just throw you off the map. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm aware that a lot of you niggas don't like me, but I don't care what.
Number two, if you get stuck in between Tom and Jerry, you better either spam dodge or unalive Jerry, because that move can get annoying. And number three, I know as a Finn person myself, I know we're toxic. I know that most people don't like us, but everyone should know at least, if you see Finn pull out his backpack, don't get caught in the cyclone. That cyclone is crazy, and you will not be able to break out of that.
Bing, 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 bong. China. Bing, bing, bong.
Well, you could if you get the right dodge, but it's very hard to. But with all my hours of Finn, aka my 2, 3, maybe 4 hours of Finn, I don't know. I think I'm good enough to teach y'all a few things about Metaverse. Multiverse. Okay? So let's get into the basics. First, there's 2 types of attacks. You got a normal attack and you got special attacks, okay? And those attacks you can do either on the ground or in the air. There's only dodges. So, let me tell you some some wise words from a friend. You better float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Sucker, you ain't nothing.
And the last thing that y'all need to know is their jumps. Obviously, if you hold your jump button, it does you a basic long jump. And if you press it 2 times, it gives you a double jump. Now we got the basics down. Let's get into Finn and his moves. That was a pause into Finn. That was kind of sussy. Act 1, basic attacks. Okay, let's get into his neutral attack. His neutral attack is him pulling out his sword and he swings it, right? Or you can hold the attack and you can swing it. The air version is you doing a big kick, kicking. But you won't believe the name they give to the man. It's a good name. Let me drum roll full of it. Let me get a drum roll quick. The name is Slam Bam in a Can. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I had to. I like the name.
Alrighty then.
The next move is a side attack. The move is a stab, like, a little simple jab, like a little jab to the chest. Or you can run with it and boom, right? But that's not it. That's not it with the move.
But I'm not done yet.
If you get the hit off, right, you can transition into a combo. They say combo on the thing, but it's really just extra 2 moves. It's not much of a combo.
28 samples.
And his air attack, he performs 2 slashes, not just a slash. 2 slashes. Gang. And those 2 slashes, the first one is a regular slash, but the second one, man, can be charged. I don't know what the charge. Let me say, I believe it does extra damage, but do not quote me on this. But it might do extra damage when it's charged, right? After that is an up attack, is an upward slash that can be charged. It launches you and your opponent into the air. If you can somehow get it off, right? While y'all in there, you can do a sky punch. The sky punch is also his up attack, just in the air. Right? Yeah. That's inspirational, man. You really floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. Come on now. And lastly, out of all his basic attacks, we have his down attack. Basically, Finn, at these stabs, he does a downward stab to the floor, right? And it causes a shockwave, but it can also break armor. But the little secret about this attack, what they don't tell you, is that you can get a double hit off on it. You can hit the opponent while the sword is going up, and then also hits the opponent when the sword's going down. So that's a double hit. That's a little sauce that they don't teach you. His air version of the down attack is him just swinging the sword down. Simple, easy. You like it, you love it. Now let's move on to the special attacks. Act 2, special moves. Okay, now let's get into the real sauce. The heavy hitters. The moves that make your character either toxic or whatever the other thing of toxic is. I don't really care, because if it ain't toxic, it ain't good. Of course, I'm not going to explain it. You just replace the attack button with your special button, and it performs a special move. Y'all are smarter than that. His neutral attack, which is the high five. Yes, it's the high five. You can charge it. It's a good high five. It charges. Smack. And it sends them boys flying. But that's not it. This game also has multiplayer and other things of that nature. So, if you have an ally and you give them a high five. It forms a projectile shield. And yeah, next is the side special called Get Strong. It's called Get Strong. No, that's not it. Get Strong Inked. No. All right, let me get my boy Lulu to help me out here.
Get Scronked.
Yeah, that's what it's called. However you say that. Basically, Finn does a shoulder bash. You know, shoulder bash, right? But that shoulder bash can block projectiles. And if you can hit if you hit your opponent with it, you can also do another one in quick succession with it. Now his air attack. I know shoulder bash is a cool, but his air attack is even cooler. It's called the mathematical air dash. Finn does another shoulder bash, but it's cooler. It's cooler. The move has a sweet spot. Now, I don't know what that sweet spot does, but I know there is one, okay? And if you dash your opponent or coins, he moves further and does more damage. There's also another thing it does with gems, right? But I really don't know nothing about gems. I don't really see gems a lot. I'm really paying attention more about beating my opponent up. So, if y'all can somehow get to that, I'll let y'all have that. But also, just because I don't want y'all thinking that I'm a bad YouTuber and all. The game explains what the gems are and what gems can do, but not too good. Not too good, okay? Yeah. Now this one, boys and girls, is the up special. I told y'all, I told y'all about it at the start of the video. If you see Finn pull out his backpack, don't get caught in the cyclone, aka his backpack. Now this, boys and girls, my dudes and dudettes, is your bread and butter as a Finn. What you do is Finn, right? Finn, he literally pulls out his backpack and just starts swinging it in a circle. Just imagine him swinging it in a circle. And that's it. You get hit by it, you stuck in a cycle. Or you can try to dodge out of it. If you can dodge the last one, I believe. I don't know, actually. I don't know how you dodge that. Because, that's not my problem. I'm a Finn. I do them. I don't got to worry about dodging them. Yeah. Is up is basically the same thing, but it flies up, you go further into the air. Don't forget, right? The more coins you have, the more damage the last hit does. So don't forget about collecting them coins, man. Chase that shmoney.
Put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. Okay, let's go. Put the money in my ass, niggas! Fuck, you fucking failure, Peter.
And lastly, out of all his moves is his down special called Sweet Deals, right? After you finesse a few coins off your opponent, you can go shopping. My boy Choose Goose pops up, he whips out his shop, and there's 3 perks you can buy. Now, we ain't talking about the perks you get from your dealer or that the rappers be talking about. We talking about perks that make your character better, okay? Don't be weird. Now, these perks do have names, but they names are not memorable. Well, actually, let me take that back. The first perk, I don't like the name of it, so I changed it. And yeah, the rest of the perks, their names ain't too bad. Okay, so the first one, which is the cheapest perk, is I like to call the Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez's boots, right? Basically, you become speed, you get faster, you and your allies will become faster with the Speedy Gonzalez's boots.
Talking that nigga, that snitch. I ain't been no.
His next one, right? The second most expensive or second cheapest. Have you played this? It is. Hold up. The name is Stack of Booty. Ain't that just amazing? I really do like that name. It's amazing. Basically, the perk gives you a shield for a projectile so you can block them and you won't get hit. Next is also a good one. It's called BMO. Now, y'all know why you shouldn't have to change this name because it's BMO. That is Jake's child, or other way around. I don't remember. BMO, what was it?
You better hush up while my baby boy is sleeping.
Yeah, it was that, but let's deal with that. Basically, since BMO's the most expensive, you buy him, and he follows you around for a bit. And if you can catch your opponent slacking, if you do your down special again, the game doesn't tell you, but if you do your down special again, you whoop out BMO, face him towards your opponent, and BMO slaps him. It's a BMO chop.
BMO chop. If this were a real attack, you'd be dead.
And they get sent flying, and that's how you get them out of there. You know, there's an air version with this attack. It's a gem, right? And you throw the gem, and just imagine you throwing it. And then you fighting. And then your opponent somehow moves over there by your gem. If you press your left analog stick while pressing the special button, you will teleport to that gem, and you can do more damage. But as all things in life works, it requires money. And if you're dirt poor, you won't throw nothing out but a half-eaten apple. And yeah, that's the end of his attack moves. attack specials. That's the end of the moves that can do damage. Act 3. Freak females get money. Now I know y'all wondering, what is all these coins and gem talk, right? I know, coins, gems, stuff. But y'all need to hold y'all horses, because Finn has these passive abilities, right? His first one, you won't believe the name. It's called Fat Stacks. The fattest of the stacks, right? AKA, when you do damage to opponents, they drop coins, and then you use coins to buy stuff, right? Coins, okay? And then his next one is... The ability doesn't have a name, so I'm gonna call it, you gotta work for this damage, right? So basically, the only way that your charge attacks will do extra damage if you're moving while you're doing that charge attack. You can't just sit still and do the attack. If you just sit there still, it's gonna do the same damage as a normal attack, just you swinging it. One more passive ability, aka, it's not really him specific, it's really a game specific. It's called Glass Cannon. But Finn, his character type is an assassin. And as you know, assassins do a lot of damage and are very fast, but they can't take damage to save their life. As a result, assassins take 15% additional damage when getting hit from anything. Even if I sneeze on you, you take 14% extra damage. That's crazy.